And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180!
Right there, 54 Mike. You don't want this. Kill.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game, and even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for first and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Mike, 54. I'm coming. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey. High 7. Go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 22. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. On second down, Conner looking for space. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
It's our time.
Easy.
Get wide. Switch.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the 49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. White.
54. Go. Hey, watch it.
49, check 49, check 49.
Rush in.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So don't say nothing.
Right there. 54.
11.
54, Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Hayden from his cornerback position on the sack that time. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Hey, Alpha.
54. Here we go. Mike's 5'4. Watch QB drop.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Switzer on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
The Steelers first down.
Blue 30.
Mike 5'2". You must
Snickers. 66. Check. General West.
Right back to Cotter here on 1st. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Black 80.
59. Quit talking about it and win it. Deuce.
Easy.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They're just going to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here we go. 65. 180.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check 9. Check 13.
Coleman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. On second down, it's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
These two teams all tied after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All day.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
13.
48. Look, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Steelers take over first
That's it,
and
baby.
10
We gonna work.
at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start with a give to Connor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Mike spot 4.
21, 21.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Hey, zoom.
Mike, 54.
Second and 5 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Shift.
On first down, it's Coleman. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Watch 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Ready?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
21. Here we go. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
65.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, orbit.
Check tight. Check tight.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Switzer. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
Black 20.
Ben to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Roethlisberger will throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Tight dog.
Check nickel.
I got you. 11. Hot.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation.
Here we go.
That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Mike spot 4.
21. Here we go.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Go.
Three bucks.
Go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Here we go.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Check. Lucky. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, gun.
Check the call.
Man.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
2.
Hey, Haywood. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
So after 2 first downs, they get another
21,
here.
21.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be.
I got you.
SOS.
Stay hot.
This is Coleman. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180. Lock. 65.
Trash. That's trash. Joker.
22 jet bomber. Hey, alert.
They will run again with Coleman. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
7-7.
Hey, watch that.
Hey, exit.
Line 54. I got one. 54, Mike. 54, Mike.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Right,
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, gun.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
White.
Come get some.
Hey, Delta.
Come get some.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington.
Mike 54.
Bravo.
I'm coming. Right there. 54. Right there.
White.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
21.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is taken at the 10. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch
Hey,
gears.
alert.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll have a first down past the 40. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Pull it high. Alert.
Throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
But it's brought in by Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
I got you.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, gun. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. All day, baby. All day. 11. Mike 5-4.
Hey, wahoo!
I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Complete. It's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Moncrief brings it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Steelers.
That, like 80!
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
You got Snickers, 66. You want it,
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Roethlisberger to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays,